G'day, Jess. I'm pretty sure that this is going to work first time, so I'm not going to test it. Anyway, look, I'm at the Joomla website here, and you can see the address up there, joomla.org. Pretty easy to get to. So this is Joomla, a content management system. The way the web pages were made in the old days was, I'll just adjust this. The way web pages were made in the old days is you wrote lines and lines of code. And then you came out with programs like Dreamweaver, where you did a little bit of coding, but most of it is. Hang on a second while I shut this. But there's kids playing next door. It's really annoying. Anyway, so there was code, and then you had Dreamweaver that wrote a lot of the code for you. You could make boxes and things like that and put pictures in. And then under the hood, there was all this code being written, and no, it did an okay job, but sometimes it would really screw up, and then you found yourself scrummaging through piles of code trying to work out what the hell went wrong. Um, and yeah, it was a love-hate relationship with the industry with that. And then came along um, programs like Joomla and WordPress and Drupal and a few other ones, and they're all content management systems. And there's so many really good things about them. No coding whatsoever. I don't think I've, or very rarely, had to stick a line of code in for any reason at all. And if I did, that would be cut and paste from somewhere else. Um, now, let's see what's next. So the benefits of these things is that you don't have to install anything on your computer. It's all handled online, so you do need an internet connection. Um, and you can plug things into them. This is something you couldn't do with the old websites, is that because these are sort of connected to a database where basically things are stored. So they store pictures and they store this and they store that. And there's code that's run on that database. Not like HTML that just made your font's big or small or whatever. This is code that can actually number crunch and can do things. So you can have animations and you can have shopping carts and all that sort of thing. And the other great thing about it is that you can set up a website for a business so that you set the website up, but then you give the client or someone that's trustworthy in the business login details, but you specify which articles or which pages they can actually edit. So they can't screw up the whole website. So you could set this up for your for your client, for instance, where you control basically the back end of everything. But when they log in, they get a little edit button or a word edit, and they can push that, and then they've got limited control over that particular page, and they can update this and update that and push a button, and all of that stuff happens. You don't have to do a damn thing. Once you've set it up, uh, you don't have to do any more. They just have their own little login button. They log in, put their own code in. So you can see that it's powerful stuff. I actually did that for the was a Ballarat Medieval Society. I hosted the site. I set it up for them, and I set up logins for them. And you can vary the controls too, so you can have like super controller level and whatever and so on down, so that they can do this and do that, but not do other things. So so if you had a news section, you might be able to say, well, this person in the business is able to update the news page, but nothing else. And this is their login, and this is what they're allowed to do and not allowed to do. So that's kind of exciting stuff for a business, I guess, because it allows a lot of control. It also means, this is not hard to drive. So you can, within a few minutes, you can have someone in the business up and running and working out how to use it without them having to be a rocket scientist. They can just click on articles, change text, and save, and it's done. And hang on, sorry about that. My computer went to sleep for a minute there. Now, okay, so we're on the Joomla page. Now, Joomla works. If we click on this Learn About Joomla down here, you notice we've got three buttons here. Download Joomla. Joomla, you will not have to worry about this. Launch Joomla. We will do that shortly because we can make our own free page and just have a fiddle. Learn Joomla, you will definitely be looking at this, but you might not have to learn everything, and there's plenty of online videos to get you started. And these topics are really the basics of Joomla templates. Right, a template basically says, if I'll just open a new window here, and we'll have a look at templates. Joomla templates. And I'd usually be going for free, but let's have a go at this monster one. I think you pay for them here. Okay, now template controls the look and feel of your web page. So you don't have to set any of this up. You just download the page, download the template, and that's how things will look. So if we have a look at this one, we can even have a live demo of this one. It's got the little Joomla symbol down there, so it tells you it's for Joomla. We can search too by tags here. We want to do a portfolio style. We want to do an agency style, whatever. But let's have a look at the live demo. Now, the idea of the template, just while this is loading up, is it keeps everything consistent. So if you've got, let's see. Okay, so we can make some changes, and you can see the colors of this and colors of that. But the idea is, let's see, how do we get this thing started? Service appointed, press that, no, home, post, home page, one. Okay, so we've got a few different ones to try here. Home page one, bring that up. Now, God damn it. Okay, so this is what your page will look like. Looks like we've got some tabs here that we can click on to go through. Then we've got, some boxes here that we can put our own things in here. And look, this doesn't mean every page is going to look like this. You've just got these particular styles. But what does mean is that the text will be the same on every page. If you want, navigation like this, then, those navigation buttons and the size of the text will look the same. If you're writing text to appear on a page, it's going to look the same. Now, what a lot of these pages have, which is well, this one doesn't, we'll just hit the menu button here. Home blog. Now, most of these have a hamburger like this. They're called the hamburger. A lot of pages like this, they'll have buttons up here so you can see what it'll look like in on a phone, on a laptop, on a whatever. It'll just have a range of buttons, but they don't have that here, obviously. But yes, you can see. Okay, so this is the template. So let's go back to Joomla tutorials here. So that's a template. The template's the look and feel of it, and when we fire up the um, the free one, there will be two templates that we can pick from. Another great thing about templates is that all of our images are loaded up in our image folder or whatever. Our articles, right, are the pages that have got the text on. It knows what to do with articles. So if you decide you don't like your template, but you've written a whole heap of articles, you just upload a new template, and bam, all your articles just can be imported straight into that new template, and they'll go where they should, you hope. Um, okay, categories. Categories is like uh, yes, categories. Okay, articles. Like I said, they're it's been a little while since I've used categories, so I'm a bit rusty. Articles. Articles, I guess you can probably have categories of articles, but articles are like a page of stuff. But they call them articles rather than pages, I guess, because that's what they do. Menus, right up the top here, you've got your menus and you've got drop down menus and all of that. Okay, so that's pretty straight away. Modules. Modules can give you some functionality like some animations or an animated gallery and that sort of thing. So yeah, modules are lots of fun to play with. In fact, I think one of the modules I had was just really good for laying out a page and making your text bold or whatever. Yeah, so that's the main thing. That's the main thing. So let's go back home. So that's Learn Joomla. We just had a look at there. Let's launch Joomla. There's a rocket. I want to push this button. I think it does the same thing. Now, I might even stop this video and restart it in a minute. Just to break it up a bit and to make sure that what I've already recorded is working. So, F10. See you soon.